Another item, if you do have to make a line repair, there may be questions on how to do it. Well, obviously, the slickest way is what we did with that Corvette. We just got a new line. May not be available. If they're very long, they're very hard to ship and package and so forth, and so the manufacturer may not even have a service part for that. So solutions, again, Aircept, a niche company with AC, they have this coupler that can then basically splice a line. And before these came out, there really wasn't any suitable way other than if you had an expensive crimping tool and could make yourself a custom line. So that's a little bit rare, but some of you shops that are specializing in HVAC do have those tools. A little tech tip, this is a compression fitting, all right? And obviously you're going to cut the line and then deburr anything that you created from the cut with your tubing cutter. Then you're going to remove any of the metal from that deburring process and cutting process. Q-tip with some oil on it to kind of stick in there and make sure you get everything off. So once everything's clean and smooth with the two lines you're going to marry together, you would slide the nuts on each side of each end of that open line, and then you would slide this on, this little compression fitting. Now, what makes the compression fitting really seal is this O-ring that slides in there. My advice, it's a tech tip here, is to not put that in initially, but rather go ahead and put these compression fittings in and then tighten everything up nice and snug like you're going to leave it. And what that does is it preforms the compression fittings so that any crimping that's done is done prior to the installation of this. Now then back that nut back off, then oil this up, lube it with 500 viscosity mineral oil, stick that back in. So now you've already did your deformation, your deforming of the compression fitting, and now you shove that in on a second operation and then retighten it. And the reason is that can become damaged as that compression fitting starts to do its job and crimp around that line. You don't want the O-ring damage because then you will have a leak possibly if you're not careful. So put this on in 2 steps, compress the compression fittings, and then add this lubed up and then retighten it. Put it back together a second time and retighten it. So there's a tech tip on using that.